This bonus video from Balloon Creation Kit is going to show you how to make a flower. Now this will use some of the other techniques that we've learned before, and it'll also teach you some new techniques. So first we're going to start with the stem of the flower. So you take your balloon and your pump. Inflate the balloon to all about 2 inches left on the end. You see there's a tip that's uninflated, about 2 inches. Tie it off. Now first we're going to start with a petal. So this is going to be the stem, and we need a petal on the stem, or a leaf that's going to be on the stem. So you take the balloon and go about 2 hand widths down. Put your hands together and slide your hand down so there's some space. Okay? From with this space you're going to make a loop. So fold the balloon much like you did with the simple dog, and you're going to make a big loop. This loop's going to be a lot bigger than what you did with the dog. So it's going to be a big leaf. Okay? So you turn your hand, grab both balloons with both hands, and then twist. One way and one the other. So now you've got this leaf. This is going to be the leaf of the stem. But this does cause the rest of the balloon to kind of go at an angle. And you don't want it at an angle. You want it straight up and down, because that's the way a flower looks. So this is where we're going to teach you the pinch twist. The pinch twist will hold this flower together, and it holds a lot of things together. So on the leaf, next to the leaf, on the long balloon part, we're going to twist a 1-inch bubble. Okay? Then you're going to fold the stem over the other stem, and you're going to hold all of this down with one hand. With the other hand on the pinch twist, you're going to grab it, pinch it slightly, lift it, and twist it. Just like that. Twist it 3 times. Now this is going to take some practice, because this is going to have a tendency to pop when you first do it. So practice this a few times and you'll get it down. But here's what that pinch twist does. When you put the pinch twist on the other side of the leaf, so you have the leaf here and the pinch twist here, the stem stands straight up. Just like that. And that's one of the great things about the pinch twist, is that it really holds things together and makes things go in the direction you want. So like I said, pinch twist will take some practice, but you'll get it down. So now that you have your stem ready, you need to make the flower part. So you take your second balloon, and you're going to inflate this all the way except for maybe 1 inch at the end. So on the end, you got just a little bit of a tip. Now don't tie it off yet. You're going to tie these 2 ends together. Okay? So you only need to tie 1 knot. So take the uninflated end and the end with the nozzle, and you're going to tie them together in just a regular knot. Just like you've done with your shoelaces or any other time you've tied a knot. Just tie a regular knot in there, and now you've got a circle. Just like that. And this is very useful for a lot of different things, tying circles into balloons. So that's the way you do it. But for this time, we're going to make a flower out of this. The end with the knot, put that in one hand, and then directly across the circle, take your other hand. And you can tell that the balloon is halfway by stretching it out and seeing that both bubbles are the same size. Now, you're going to bring your hands together just like this. Grab both sides with one hand. So now you've got 2 loops. Grab 1 loop with one hand and 1 loop with the other hand, and then twist, just like you've done before, one hand one way, one hand the other way. Twist this around 3 times. Now you've made the number 8. So now you've made the number 8, or some butterfly wings, or some Mickey Mouse ears. You've made a lot of different things by that simple process. But this is going to be a flower. So we've got 2 petals of a flower, but we want 4 petals on this flower. So what you're going to do with your 8, you're going to fold 1 loop over the other loop, just like that. Okay, so So you still got the knotted end, and now you got the other side. So you can grab the knotted end with one hand, and then on directly opposite of the knot, of the loops, grab both balloons with the other hand. Now you're going to push these together, just like this. And grab everything with one of your hands. Now there's a lot to keep in there. Okay? So it's going to take some practice, but you can get that down very easily. Twist it, and now you've got the 4 petals of the flower. Now all you have to do is twist these together. So one hand on 2 of the loops, the other hand on the other 2 loops, and twist. One hand one way, one hand the other way. Just like that, and now you've got 4 petals of a flower. Now all you do is put this flower onto the stem. Take your stem, and on the end of your stem, the long part of the stem, you're going to make a 1-inch bubble, just like that. And that twist there is going to go onto the flower. So you take your flower, and in between 2 of the petals, you're going to squeeze that in, just like that. It fits in nice and snug and stays. Okay? Now you've got your flower and your stem. And it's a nice tall balloon, and everyone will love seeing it. Now this flower doesn't smell because it doesn't have a nose. Like I said, this will take a little bit of practice, but once you get it down, you'll be able to make flowers of every color and shade that anybody wants.